Being a working mom is tougher than anyone realizes, and I'm about to share the raw, unfiltered truth behind those daily struggles. As a society, we often put working mothers on a pedestal, expecting them to be superheroes who can balance their careers and family life with ease. But the reality is far from it. Working mothers face a unique set of challenges that can be overwhelming and exhausting. They are expected to be nurturing caregivers, devoted partners, and dedicated professionals, all at the same time. The pressure to be perfect can be crushing, and the guilt of not being able to do it all can be debilitating. Working mothers are constantly torn between their responsibilities at work and their responsibilities at home. They have to juggle meetings and deadlines with school pickups and bedtime stories. They have to be available for their families while also being available for their employers. It's a delicate balancing act that requires precision, patience, and a lot of sacrifice. Despite the challenges, many working mothers are rising to the occasion, finding creative ways to manage their time and prioritize their responsibilities. They are learning to say no to non-essential tasks, to delegate responsibilities, and to ask for help when they need it. They are also finding ways to make the most of their time, whether it's by working from home, using their commute to get things done, or by taking advantage of flexible work arrangements. But even with the best intentions and the most effective time management strategies, working mothers still face a barrage of societal expectations and criticisms. They are judged for being away from their children, for not being devoted enough to their families, and for not being dedicated enough to their careers. They are expected to be selfless and put others first, while also being ambitious and driven in their careers. It's a catch-22 that can leave working mothers feeling frustrated, anxious, and unsure of themselves. I've heard stories from working mothers who have had to miss important milestones in their children's lives because of work commitments. They've had to leave their babies in daycare, or with nannies, or with relatives, and it's been a heart-wrenching experience for them. They've felt guilty for not being able to be there, for not being able to witness those first steps, or those first words. They've felt like they're missing out on precious moments, and that they're being forced to choose between their careers and their families. One working mother I know had to return to work just 6 weeks after giving birth. She was exhausted, overwhelmed, and struggling to cope with the demands of her job and the needs of her newborn. She felt like she was being pulled in 2 different directions, and she didn't know how to prioritize her responsibilities. She felt guilty for not being able to breastfeed, for not being able to be there for every feeding, and for not being able to soothe her baby's cries. Another working mother I know had to deal with the stigma of being a working mom. Her family and friends would often ask her why she was working, why she wasn't staying home with her kids. They would imply that she was being selfish, that she was prioritizing her career over her family. She felt like she was being judged, like she was being criticized for her choices. She felt like she was being forced to defend herself, to justify her decisions, and to explain why she was working. I've also heard stories from working mothers who have had to navigate the challenges of parenting while also dealing with their own mental health. They've had to manage their anxiety, their depression, and their stress, all while trying to be good parents and good employees. They've had to find ways to prioritize their self-care, to take care of themselves, and to ask for help when they need it. They've had to be vulnerable, to be honest, and to be open about their struggles. One working mother I know had to take a break from her job to focus on her mental health. She was struggling with anxiety, and she felt like she was on the verge of a breakdown. She felt like she was losing herself, like she was disappearing into her role as a mother and an employee. She felt like she needed to take a step back, to recharge, and to refocus. She felt like she needed to prioritize her own well-being, and to make herself a priority. Working mothers are not alone in their struggles. They are part of a larger community of women who are facing similar challenges, who are navigating similar obstacles, and who are overcoming similar hurdles. They are part of a sisterhood of women who are supporting each other, who are lifting each other up, and who are celebrating each other's successes. They are part of a movement that is seeking to redefine what it means to be a working mother, to challenge societal expectations, and to create a more inclusive and supportive environment for all working mothers. One working mother I know found a supportive community of fellow working moms online. They would share their stories, their struggles, and their successes. They would offer advice, support, and encouragement. They would remind each other that they are not alone, that they are part of a larger community of women who are facing similar challenges. They would celebrate each other's milestones, and they would mourn each other's setbacks. I've also heard stories from working mothers who have found solace in self-care. They've learned to prioritize their own needs, to take care of themselves, and to make time for activities that bring them joy. They've learned to say no to non-essential tasks, to set boundaries, and to ask for help when they need it. They've learned to be kind to themselves, to be gentle, and to be compassionate. They've learned to take care of their physical health, their mental health, and their emotional well-being. One working mother I know started practicing yoga to manage her stress and anxiety. She would wake up early in the morning, before her kids woke up, and she would practice yoga in her living room. She would breathe deeply, stretch her body, and calm her mind. She would feel centered, grounded, and focused. She would feel like she could tackle the day, like she could handle whatever challenges came her way. Working mothers are resilient, resourceful, and determined. They are capable of overcoming obstacles, of navigating challenges, and of achieving their goals. They are strong, courageous, and inspiring. They are role models for their children, for their families, and for their communities. They are proof that women can have it all, that they can be successful in their careers and fulfilled in their personal lives. As I reflect on the struggles of working mothers, I am reminded of the importance of community, self-care, and support. I am reminded that working mothers are not alone, that they are part of a larger community of women who are facing similar challenges. I am reminded that working mothers need to prioritize their own needs, to take care of themselves, and to make time for activities that bring them joy. I am reminded that working mothers are strong, capable, and resilient, and that they can overcome any obstacle, no matter how daunting it may seem. The journey of a working mother is not an easy one, but it is a journey that is filled with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. It is a journey that requires courage, resilience, and determination. It is a journey that requires working mothers to be vulnerable, to be honest, and to be open about their struggles. It is a journey that requires working mothers to prioritize their own well-being, to take care of themselves, and to make time for activities that bring them joy. As we conclude this journey, I want to leave you with a message of hope and resilience. I want to remind you that you are not alone, that you are part of a larger community of working mothers who are facing similar challenges. I want to remind you that you are strong, capable, and resilient, and that you can overcome any obstacle, no matter how daunting it may seem. I want to remind you that you deserve to prioritize your own needs, to take care of yourself, and to make time for activities that bring you joy. Being a working mom is a journey that is filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. It is a journey that requires courage, resilience, and determination. But it is also a journey that is filled with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. It is a journey that allows working mothers to grow, to learn, and to evolve. It is a journey that allows working mothers to become the best version of themselves, to pursue their passions, and to make a difference in the world. If you're a working mom, I see you. I hear you. I feel you. I know that you're struggling, that you're striving, and that you're sacrificing. I know that you're doing your best, that you're giving it your all, and that you're pouring your heart and soul into your work and your family. I want to remind you that you're not alone, that you're part of a larger community of working mothers who are facing similar challenges. You are strong, capable, and resilient. You are a rock, a pillar, and a foundation. You are a source of inspiration, of motivation, and of hope. You are a reminder that women can have it all, that they can be successful in their careers and fulfilled in their personal lives. You are a testament to the power of courage, of resilience, and of determination. I want to encourage you to share your own story, to share your own struggles, and to share your own successes. I want to encourage you to connect with other working mothers, to build a community, and to support one another. I want to encourage you to prioritize your own needs, to take care of yourself, and to